What's going on, you guys? It's Cod Gamer back with another video. In today's video, I will be talking about the top 5 historical inaccuracies with the weapons in Call of Duty World War II's multiplayer. Alright guys, so getting right into the list at number 5 is the extended magazines in Call of Duty. I'm not going to cover every single weapon that's affected by this inaccuracy, but I am going to cover a few. So starting off with the PPSH-41, it is famously known in real life for its 72-round drum magazines. In Call of Duty World War II, the drum only holds 52 rounds. I assume this is to balance the gun in multiplayer, but from a historical standpoint, it is not correct. Additionally, the extended mag on the SVT-40 rifle looks like it can hold a lot of ammunition, but in-game with extended mags enabled, you only get 5 more rounds. Last but not least, the pistols with extended mags enabled have a drum magazine, which include 12 rounds instead of the normal 8. A drum magazine can hold a wealth of ammunition. There's no reason why Call of Duty needed to add that to the pistols and only give them an extra 4 rounds in a big drum mag. Coming in at number 4 is the fire rate of a few LMGs, which are far off from the real fire rate of the actual gun. The GPMG, also known as the Beretta 30, has a significantly faster fire rate in-game than in real life. I'll play a soundbite of the Beretta 30 and GPMG to show you guys the difference. So first up is the GPMG from Call of Duty. Alright, next up is the Beretta 30. Next up, famously referred to as Hitler's buzzsaw due to the fast fire rate, the MG42 in Call of Duty has a significantly slower rate in-game than in real life. Again, I assume this was due to weapon balancing in World War II, but it is still inaccurate. I'll play the fire rates back to back again for you guys so you can get an example of how different the fire rates are. So first up is the MG42 from Call of Duty. Alright, now the soundbite of the real MG42 fire rate. Finally, for the LMGs, the Bren LMG is slower in Call of Duty than in real life. On screen, you'll see a video of the Bren from Call of Duty and its slow fire rate, and after I will compare it to the real fire rate of the actual weapon. Next up, coming in at number 3, is the shovel melee weapon in Call of Duty. The shovel appears to be a 1970s model trench shovel, not a World War II shovel. Additionally, in World War II, trench shovels weren't used all that much. They would mostly be used to dig foxholes, not bash in the skulls of enemies. I'm sure someone used a shovel to kill an enemy sometime in World War II, but for the most part, these shovels were used for their intended purpose. There was no need for Call of Duty to add one as a melee weapon in-game. Coming in at number 2 is the toggle action shotgun, also known as the Walther shotgun. In Call of Duty, the toggle action shotgun is shown with a Walther A115 rifle magazine, and if you equip the extended mags in game, you'll have a toggle action shotgun with a drum magazine with a Luger drum magazine winding key, which is very fictitious. The toggle action did not use magazines like that. Last up, guys, coming in at number 1 is the Reflex Sight or Reflector Sight. The Reflector Sight did actually exist during World War II, so Call of Duty did get that right. However, the Reflector Sight was used widely in World War II on fighter aircraft and large weapons such as anti-aircraft gun sights and anti-tank sights. The sight was being tested on small arms during World War II, but for the most part, sights were used for sportsmen, not in combat. The reason it was never used on small arms in World War II was the reflector sights were expensive to make, required fine-tuning, and were very delicate. Additionally, they were not compatible with standard issue weapons. Also, the sights were needed back for further alteration and testing, so if you were in a war zone, chances were slim that the sight would return in one piece. Therefore, weapons in-game like the BAR and other rifles, SMGs, etc. that use the reflex sight are historically inaccurate. But once again, I understand that these were most likely included to give the game variation for attachments. Anyways, guys, that's it for the top 5 historical weapon inaccuracies in Call of Duty World War II. There's quite a few more inaccuracies with the game, and many things that Call of Duty did correctly. If you guys would be interested in another top 5 video in the future, let me know down in the comments. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content from me, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Cod Gamer, and I will see you on my next video. Peace.